వచ్చినప్పుడే పొమ్మంటా ఉండారు.
Dr. Ban.
దొంగని.
Everyone, welcome back to ChaatNChat. My name is Josh.
My name is Mikhail.
And we're watching Dacoit.
Dacoit.
This is part 3, so if you haven't seen 1 or 2 of our parts of the reaction...
Oh no, all you gotta do is go to the description below, find the link there, it's a playlist, it'll play part 1, part 2, and then you come back for part 3 and you can have seen it all.
Thank you so much for being here, and if you haven't yet, please consider taking a moment to subscribe to the channel, share the video, a like button, slap chayandi. He's also the reason it all happened in the first place.
భాస్కర్.
He's doing a psychological game on him.
Oh, okay.
He knows he lied. You got this off of my table. You gave it to her as something that you...
This guy is such a psychopath.
నేను ప్రేమించిన అమ్మాయిని పెళ్లి చేసుకున్నావు.
Wow.
Burned it down? What a psycho!
నీకు ఇల్లు.
He got everything that he was building.
ఒక్కడివే సిట్ అయినవరా.
You're even gonna get a new heart. Wow, this music. Just hit him in the heart.
అందుకే ఒకసారి
I wonder if that's also why she was working so hard to get him a heart. Maybe he's like, if I die, then Hari's gonna die in prison. It seems like too easy of a punishment. I mean, he's
Yeah.
suffering, but... What?
What?
The heart is for her? Is he manipulating him? Oh, her like anxiety, asthma sort of thing. Oh man, just keeps getting more and more traumatic for him. He just does not have an easy life.
Right. So if she's supposed to get the heart, I don't understand what he's in the hospital for now.
He could just be sick with something else. The one guy you can trust and all of
But he
this?
beat him up, so...
But he could have shot him, but with his principles, he didn't touch his gun. Does he just want a payout?
ఈయన భాస్కర్ సార్, సరస్వతి వాళ్ళ హస్బెండ్. 2 months నుంచి ఐసీయూలోనే ఉండారు. కరోనా వల్ల బ్లాక్ లంగ్ అనే కాంప్లికేషన్ వచ్చింది.
Okay.
ఎంత?
Oh, bull. He knows something sus is going on here.
Saru?
So that's so dark because when he took off with the money, it was like taking off with her heart.
Yeah.
Let's go.
If she dies, it's going to be like, I don't think he'll ever recover from that.
And what's worse yet is someone who's having to work for their own surgery money is like terrible. It's like, particularly if it's your heart, you're like, I don't have.
It's kind of on her though too, because if she would have said it was for her and explained the whole situation right when he saw her.
Yeah.
డబ్బుల గురించి షాక్పై ఫోన్ చేయాలా?
ఇషాక్ ఎవరు?
Wait, did he double cross him? Dude, he can't rely on anybody. This sucks.
అమ్మేది?
She left her daughter.
అమ్మ చేస్తుంది.
Promise?
It's a pinky promise, dude. Make it. Pinky promise.
So what is she gonna like?
She got a
rob
gun.
someone
She-
point blank
I don't know. Is she gonna kill somebody?
and take the heart? Like rip it out of their chest and then
Maybe.
run to the hospital? I got one.
Maybe she's gonna go and hold the spokesperson hostage and say, "Let me tell you how this all goes down around here."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, they killed him.
Because again, it's big money, and they've got this organized syndicate thing going on with
with that cop.
the cop and the hospital and everything.
మీ డ్రైవర్ చేతికి ఇచ్చి పంపించిన కొంచెం తగ్గుండే కదా డెలివరీ ఛార్జెస్ ప్లస్ జిఎస్టీ అనుకోండి సార్
చంపే నేను చంపితే మర్డర్ నువ్వు ఎన్కౌంటర్ చేస్తే లీగల్
మనీ మూవ్
Well, she doesn't really care because she's gonna die without it anyway.
Hey! Shoot చేసేస్తాను. Bag.
She got nothing to lose.
Oh no.
అవసరం లేదు
The hero's gonna come in here.
How did she get away from that dude? Turn off the
Of
cameras?
course, because they don't want.
Right, if she gives up, he still has to kill her, but he's got to make it look like a staged shooting. Ew. This can't be good for her heart.
No.
Really, in just cold blood murder.
మీరిద్దరు కదా మీ ఓడాడా
Behind you.
వెనకాల
Yeah. Whoa, like right behind you.
నా జోలిరా
Oh. Bye. Well, and the TV is like security cameras are off.
Yeah. Come on, let's go. Gotta go make a deposit.
Yeah, well, the thought was mutual, girl.
Main road.
She's not going to be fit to drive, though. He's going to have to man up.
I got us a fancier car. We take the police car.
He doesn't really want to hit any of them because he doesn't know which ones are dirty.
Yeah.
దొంగల స్మోకులు కనిపించలేదు వాళ్ళు ఫైరింగ్ అవుట్ చేస్తున్నారు సార్ అర్జెంట్గా బ్యాకప్ కావాలి
బెంగళూరులో పేషెంట్ అని తెలీదు మదనపల్లిలో దొంగని తెలీదు ఎవరిని సరిగ్గా
But he'll stick a knife in the cop that he knows is dirty. So she still needs one of these dirty hospitals to do the operation. So it's like you're burning these bridges down. Why would they still
Oh, he
operate?
doesn't know how to drive.
Oh, he does. He just doesn't know how to not crash.
That's true.
Clutch, man.
Come on, dude, you can do it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, dude. Can drive a straight line or what?
This is the first time he's driving not in like the valley.
I guess. Rutted road and everything. Eyes on the road, dude. Come on, eyes on the road.
Sir, they're doing car lessons in the parking lot. That was a really cool shot. I love seeing like half frame him, and then on the other side, everyone's like crashing around.
He's taking out all the police that were doing him wrong.
డబ్బులు యాడ్ నుంచి వచ్చే వాళ్ళకి తెలియకుండా మంగ చూసుకుంటా అంది 15 నిమిషాలు ఆడి చేరుకుంటాం అంతా సెట్
What? Oh man. Oh, it is like a Bonnie and Clyde last shootout, the last stand. What do you think you're gonna do? Kill all the cops?
Ooh, good score
nice.
on that. One of them. No, she's gonna stay.
Think about your kid.
I'm not gonna abandon you.
మళ్ళీ అరెస్ట్ చేస్తారు అంతే కదా ఒకసారి తప్పించుకున్నాను మళ్ళీ తప్పించుకోలేనే
I'm pretty sure he's gonna get encountered in this next one.
మెయిన్ రోడ్ నుంచి పోతాం అటు పోలీసులు కాసుకొని ఉంటారు అటు రైట్ సైడ్ మట్టి రోడ్ నుంచి పో కుమ్మాలంటే కుమ్మాలు చెల్లిట్
So she's got to run on that leg that has a hole in it? And carry a big bag of money.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's driving. Okay. Oh, yeah. The cover fire. Nice. Whoa, that was quick on their part.
Yeah.
Slid right out of that car. Oh, isn't that mustache guy the...
Yeah, that is mustache guy. And maybe this is the cavalry. Yeah.
Yep.
Here we go.
Maybe he can clear some things up. Uh-oh. If he kills one, there's not going to be any help.
It was a strategic shot.
Maybe. Yeah. He messed with his daughter. Got to draw a line in the sand.
అది ప్రూవ్ చేయాలంటే నువ్వు లొంగిపోవాలి.
ఇది బిస్కెటా క్రీమ్ బిస్కెటా దేనికి భయపడినాను సావుకేనా సరే
Come on, man. Quit while you're ahead. There you go. You're done. Throw your weapon out.
Lady who was trading on the inside.
It's crazy. You just show up with a bag of money like that in a hospital
I
and
need a heart.
jeez, it's a messed up way to live. Dude, come on. You don't need to do it.
అంబులెన్స్ తను కరీనా హాస్పిటల్ ఫోన్ చేయి పంపుతారు చూద్దాం
That was actually really funny. Maybe they could at least clear his name so we could have like a proper funeral.
Yeah.
ఏంది సామి వెనక్కి వెళ్ళిపోయాను టచ్ చేయొచ్చు పర్లేదు స్పెషల్ మనం సామి నువ్వు దేవుని అవుతావు
Oh my gosh. This is probably going to affect the rest of this cop's life, you know, like having this weight.
అమ్మాయి దొరికింది సార్ డబ్బులు కూడా
Oh no. What'd he do? No way, like he let her go, right? Special place in hell for that guy.
సర్లేండి లేడీస్ కదా సారీ డోంట్ మైండ్
Oh. Sexist. Nasty punk. At least she survived, though.
ఇదంతా భాస్కర్ చేశాడు.
Don't be surprised if we see on the news that he died of some poisoning.
Yeah.
If they have all that evidence against him, he should be in prison, no?
నన్ను చంపడానికి వచ్చాడు హాస్పిటల్లోకి.
Dude, he's acting like she's not a badass. She's could take you out right now.
బయట నువ్వు చెప్పకు, నేను చెప్పను. నువ్వు ఎట్లాంటి దానివో ఎవ్వరికీ తెలియకూడదు.
Oh, this slimy ball of... Ugh.
కేక్ కటింగ్ వచ్చి
Dude, that guy needs a very slow, painful death.
ప్రూఫ్ లేదు మేడం.
She's got proof.
ఇదంతా మీరు నాకు
హరి కోసం.
She's gonna just shame him anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna take you down, dude. She doesn't need a gun.
అందరికి చెప్పాలి కదా.
Oh, yeah. That was coming for a long time. People are enjoying the show.
Yeah. You little worm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's some disrespect in front of everyone. She took him down to like an ant.
He got black lung because he's black on the inside. Dirty and evil.
I like that lighting change.
And what's on the inside?
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, my God. That is messed up. Emotional damage.
ఎవరు చెప్పారు తనతో లేడని? ఆ గుండె చప్పుడు ఎవరిది అనుకున్నావు?
What? They used his heart because they didn't shoot him in the heart.
వేరే పార్టీ కమ్మేస్తున్నారు.
Oh my God.
Fix.
That's why he
had her get ahead of.
నా జూలియట్ ఉండదు కదా.
and you know where the ring on that finger?
స్పెషల్.
His blood is special. Hers is special.
Right.
సేమ్ బ్లడ్ గ్రూప్.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And that finger has a vein going straight to the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And it's her favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
ఇప్పుడు సరస్వతి పత్తిక దానికి హరిగాడు.
Wow, that's it. Saying Harigaru with so much respect.
మన హరిగాడు డకాయిట్ నా కొడుకు అనుకున్నా. హీరో.
Whoa. Woo! All right, so what side of the coin did you fall? Do you agree with like a lot of the critics saying that, you know, it was not great, trying to put too much into a movie, or with the people that liked it and like the sort of like genre bending thing?
Okay, I like the whole bending thing. I really do.
I did not expect
Just
that
lots
ring.
of good twists and turns and things that you just didn't expect. Yeah, and the ending was fantastic.
Yeah, actually, so this is the thing, is a lot of people, even if you didn't like the movie, they still say that the first half was really good and then it fell apart in the second half. But to me, like, I don't know, I like both halves. Like you said, the twists and the turns, like, normally we're really good at, like, you know, finding them, and it's so obvious and stuff. But here, it was like, I knew, like, the blood group, because it was just so interesting how on his birthday she put together, like, this blood drive. So the blood drive had to come back into it, right? So, but I didn't even think about his blood, you know, being special, rare or something like that. But this is that movie. Remember when we were watching...
I don't know where you... Can you give me some clue so I can help you figure out
where Saif Ali Khan and Shah Rukh Khan fall in love with the same girl, and then Shah Rukh Khan has a heart issue,
so,
and I thought Saif Ali Khan was gonna like die in the traffic.
Yeah. Well, we both thought, oh, if he got hit by the bus.
The bus, and then Saif Ali Khan's heart, and then she'll have both guys in one guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but
exactly.
Anyway, but anyway, so the twist, I liked it, and I liked this whole him being like this thief and having this emotional turmoil. I thought that hero's journey was a very unconventional journey, because it was like, and as an audience, I had this roller coaster of emotions. Like, I hate her so much, and then it's like, wait, but she must have some reason to be doing this, because she clearly liked him.
And you kept holding that out, that there has to be some reason, that you know, she couldn't be that cold, or couldn't. But again, I was like, she has to have some reason, and we just don't know what it is. And when we find out what it is, it's going to be, okay, that makes sense. But again, she just kept piling it on. It was like, okay, you know, especially when she's suddenly heading off with the goods. That one was like, and the elevator, I was like, okay, maybe she is turned truly evil.
I thought she was so bad at that point. I'm like,
she's had 13 years or something like that in which to become really evil.
There's no redemption at that point. Like, I'm just like, and the way she looked at him, like, bye. Like, okay, see ya, dude. Oh, dude. So the thing is that I was through all those emotions with him. Like, I felt like I probably connected with him more than I have in a character in a very long time, because it was like, I'm feeling like the writing in this got me to feel that same confusion, the same thing, like, oh, that heartbreak, like, how could you do this to me? Like, as an audience member.
You're supposed to love me.
Yeah.
Why would you do this?
I want that love story, and the way that she kept, like, making it, like, stabbing and then twisting the knife in his back. But at the same time, this does fall into some tropes, because why didn't she just explain everything the moment he showed up at the house? Like, hey, here's what happened, instead of just grabbing him by the collar and say, like, you better stay away from us. Like, if she would have explained the whole thing right there, the movie might have been over at that point, because then they would have had, well, they could have had like a different heist story. But at that point, they could have explained everything, and then he could have had this turning point. So, I mean, I wish they could have explained more why she couldn't tell him in that moment, because that was like the really more kind of like loophole, like filmy sort of like plot hole thing that I saw, and I was like, just tell him.
What was the absolute block that kept her from just telling her side of the story? Because I think we all, I mean, most human beings, when they feel as though they've been taken as wrong, we all get really defensive, and we say, well, let me tell you my side of the story.
Right.
Okay.
And he should want to hear her side.
And he should want to hear it.
Because for 13 years?
Yeah, but although sometimes people get so entrenched with the, I hate you because you did this to me, that I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear whatever excuses you have, and there can be a little bit of that. And so I think maybe he could have been. But yeah, at the end of the day, we all kind of really do want to know why. We really want to understand what, and because oftentimes we say, well, what did I do? What part of that made you do that to me?
Right.
Okay.
Well, still, like, all these questions that would go unanswered.
Yep.
So I get that, like, blinding revenge and stuff, but then to get the proper revenge, you need to know what happened. So if I was in prison for 13 years for something that I know that I didn't do, I'd be questioning why the entire time, and I'd have 13 years to think of all the questions I would ask her when I got out and to find out the real story, because clearly there was something else going on, because she was sad like when she looked at him, and he should know her looks enough by then. But
he also should have had a little bit of an inkling, because when we saw that they were about to kill him, okay, at the dhaba, suddenly there was this hold it, wait.
Yeah.
He should have known something was a little amiss when that happened.
So that was my big issue with the movie, not the acting. So the performances were amazing.
Yes.
They were so good. And I really wish Anurag Kashyap Garu would act in a lot more movies, because he is really a pleasure to watch. I think I've only really seen him twice now, once in a very scary role, and I'm glad that this role had him be a lot more honorable, because I needed something else to equate his face with. Because in the other movie, he was this dark demon of the night that I just wanted to like never encounter. But in this movie, it was actually kind of like, because I never trusted him in this whole movie until I'm like, wait, maybe he's actually a decent dude. But he's got a good acting stuff, because he just has this like weight that he carries. So I like that, and so the acting and the performances were done very well. Shaneil again nails it. He's got this. I thought he was going to have like a very comedic role in this, like back to his comedy days, but again, he follows through with being a villain, like has the reputation for now after Pushpa and all of that, and the movie that we saw, Color Photo, right? Yep. And so we know that Sunil has taken a very dark turn, and this movie is no different. So, but he got a very brutal death here. Adivi Sesh, again, what a great performance from him. This one was, again, a roller coaster ride of emotions. We saw a bit in Goodachari, but not to the wide variety we saw here, because we saw a romantic side of him a little bit, like innocent in the beginning, like youngish childhood days, full of love and hope. His smile, what's so interesting about his smile is when it was like flashbacks to him when he was younger, his smile almost had this innocence to it. And then when he was older, his smile almost had like conniving sort of double meaning behind any time he was smiling. And it was a clear difference. It was so weird how it would, maybe it was just how he, like his posture and everything like body language with the smile. But in later days, anytime he smiled, it didn't look sincere.
But because I think that went to a lot of that whole masking thing that I commented on, is there was a lot of this whole masking on, masking off, sometimes the mask below and everything. And I think that there was some conscious effort on that, not just because it was COVID, but that it was this whole bit about, I'm hiding something from you, even though I'm talking to you, or I'm kind of only telling you half truth and things like that.
Yeah, and because the mask half on,
half off, and it was really weird, because like when they were trying to hide, they were hiding their face. They were and they got really into that in anytime they were doing the bandit sort of stuff. We're gonna hide.
Well,
and I get it.
Any heist movie, there's gonna be.
But again, it was this whole bit of just reminding you subtly that I'm hiding the truth. I'm hiding some element of me, either from everybody in general in public, or even just one-on-one with you, things like that. So I think that was a lot of what was going on in some of the scenes that I bet you if I went back and looked at them now and kind of looked at how they were doing that, I think I'd probably see even more of that.
Well, there was definitely a reason they said it in that time, and the mask being kind of a symbolism of that. Definitely, I would say it was 100% of a choice, because it's 2026 now, and the movie just released, and this movie could have been spun in a very different way, because hospitals, how many movies have we seen about corrupt hospitals?
Yes.
Tons. And corrupt cops. So that's not something that is new for COVID era. So the fact that they used COVID era like played into the whole mask sort of idea. And, but I do like the twist that they did with keeping enough from us that we thought the heart was for her husband, but they never did specifically say when he was in the hospital that it was for the husband, because they were all very vague, but we all just assumed because he was in the hospital that it was for him.
They played us.
Even though she was having all these breathing things and stuff that we should have just been like, wait, no, she's sick. Maybe the heart's for her. But I mean, we never got there. And honestly, the pacing was so good that I never really had the time to really sit and think about, I wonder if it's this or that. Like, what are they playing with, all these twists and turns? So the twists and turns I really appreciate. The only thing that I would hold against this movie, again, is that plot hole, I think, about her not telling him. And they kind of said something about it, like, hey, if you ever visit him or see him or something like that, like, he's going to die and, we're going to take him out. So maybe someone that's going to argue with me is going to say, well, no, if she told him, then he'd go blow the cover and then they'd take him out in an encounter. But he's an escaped convict now, so they're probably going to kill him anyway if they catch him. So it doesn't really matter at that point. So I would just say throw caution to the wind and just say, hey, here's the real story. I wish they would have explained that a little bit more, why she didn't, and to me that is like a big knock against the story and the writing. Otherwise, the writing was like super solid. I love the thought that they put into it. The background music just gave so much emotion to every scene, like whether it was like making me super tense or feeling the like raw emotions of like the little girl scenes, or when we find out that he gave his own heart to her.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, dude, just stop. But then now I know why he didn't stop and he was just shooting in the air. He's like,
I don't
what would have been if he was like holding something so it doesn't shoot his heart? Because who's to say that? I mean, he got one in the kneecap.
Yeah.
He got a couple in his stomach. That got really close to ruining his heart.
Yeah.
So he should have been a little more careful with that.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, very, very well done. So I think I'm going to rate this, if it wasn't for that plot hole, because I really like the movie otherwise, but I just can't get behind them making that decision just because they wanted to create more drama and stuff. And then it takes me out of the movie a little bit, because then I'll start thinking, oh, why didn't they do this? So probably, I like so much about it, but that just really upsets me.
I know.
It really upsets me.
I'm going to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a 9, okay? It is right on the border there. It is really, really, really good. I think that there was a lot of good stuff in it that I really enjoyed. So there were just a couple of things. There was a few places where pacing I thought was a little off, and I was just kind of like, and I'm like going, what's the point of this scene? I'm not quite sure. And again, maybe I could watch this easily again, and maybe those scenes where I was like, I don't understand the point right here, might become more apparent now knowing the full story. Something was done and handled in a certain way that I was like, at the point, I was like, I don't care about this. This is not relevant to the story, but in reality it is if you go back and you watch it over again. So yeah, so I'm going to give this a super 9, and a super 9. As opposed to a low 9 or a small 9.
I actually liked the pacing. I read a comment somewhere that saying that there was one dance number that just didn't fit and it took you out of the pacing. But to me, that dance number was like relatively in the beginning, and after that one,
it was his get out of jail.
Yeah, like
dance.
dude, you've been in prison. I totally
like,
understand
woohoo!
that. It's his party mode. You got out of prison after 13 years, dude. Like everyone's gonna want to party. Like that's the first thing he's gonna do is go party and hang out with like a pretty girl and dance and like she came out of a pot that was smoking and stuff. Like, okay, 100%. Dude's just been around other dudes for 13 years. Of course he's gonna go want to party with a bunch of girls, you know?
Yeah.
So for me, like it made total sense, and it didn't take me out of the pacing. I'm just like, okay. And the music was really good, so I really didn't mind. Now, if they tried to do a song and dance
later
number,
on,
like,
ooh.
no, it wouldn't work. So I was so scared because I remember that comment in my head. I'm like, please, because like there was one moment I'm like, oh, if this is going to turn to song, it's
there was a moment where they got really close together, and there was kind of like this, and I was like, oh no, do not go into a song or any sort of thing right here, because that would just kill it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately they did not. But
so I liked the pacing. I sat through the movie not really like thinking too much about the time, and I had a lot of fun. So I didn't think there was anything that they put in just to extend the time more than it needed to be.
Yeah.
You know, so I liked everything. But I'm still going to give it an 8 just because I was really upset about that. That she could have easily cleared the error and everything. Also, I never like a movie, and I know it's like more reality, but the fact that at the very end, like the dudes nothing bad really ever happened to him, especially the one that like conceived the entire plot. Like if you think like he stole so much, like stole the life. Anyway, I mean, I could really go into that, but I you know, it drives me crazy because I know that's like reality and stuff. So I didn't ding for that, but you know, the plot hole there. But everything else was super strong. I liked a lot about it. So I'm glad that we watched it, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So glad the timing worked out for us too.
Yeah.
Just released, and we were like going, got to film, and we were like going, hey, what are we gonna watch? Hey, this just came out. Let's do it.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching along with us. And I'm super interested in the comments, so I'm going to be reading all these comments because I want to know where you lie on the whole scale, because this is one of those very divisive, you either really liked it or you really hated it, apparently. That's what I'm told.
I'm just kind of curious as to why would someone hate it?
Because they thought that the end was too filmy. Which I can understand, because it's like, oh, the hero gave his like heart to the heroine, and you know all of this happened with the cops and this.
You know what though? Sometimes those sort of things in life just happen. Yeah, they come off very filmy and very almost unreal, but when they happen, I think they're kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you know you're watching a movie, so and you know it's part of that whole drama and stuff. So I think that's why the haters hated it, is because
it was a little
it was so filmy from like even in start to finish. It was pretty filmy, but I'm okay with that as long as there's no like major plot holes, which is like, hey, this whole movie could have finished halfway through if she would have just cleared the air. You know, maybe it could have turned into a different movie. I don't know.
Could have, maybe.
But anyway, there we have it. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos like these, and please subscribe to the channel, share this video, like button slap chayandi.